was sitting there one day, it's like, man, I can play major over all them notes. You know, I was like, what major scale can I play? I play all track. So this is something that you can use in your playing. You know, it came to me. I'm giving it to you. All right. So what I'm saying between 3 and 4 and 7 and 8 is between that B flat major and that B major is because it is a half step. It's got the most interesting part of that scale. Okay, or that movement. And then between F major and F sharp major, B flat, B, F, F sharp. So what I'm saying is be able to invert those chords, because just then I just played F major, because you want to kind of be able to stay in that same register and just move different little stuff. So meaning I want to be able to play a C minor, and I want to be able to play this system that I'm telling you about, but without moving all the way up and down the instrument per se so much. So I'm just inverting. So I'm starting on that B flat, C sharp, F sharp to get that F sharp major. And I get off every now and then, but as long as you got somewhere to go, then you have what we call a framework. Once again with the paintings, you have a framework. Okay, so that's the first part of this. So diatonically, just practice that. Okay, upper tritone, major triads off every note in that scale. Sounds good, feels good, do it. Okay. So let's turn the page. We're off that right now. We're off that. We're on something else now. So the key word in this next system, diatonic system, and we're over C minor now. We move to another system. The key word is minor. So you're in C minor. Right? You're gonna go up a minor third to E flat. Now over that E flat, you're gonna play E flat major scale, and it fits real smoothly because it's the relative major. Right? You got that E flat major over C minor. Here again, over every note in that E flat major scale, you're gonna play a minor pentatonic. So you're gonna play minor pentatonic off E flat, off F, off G, A flat, B flat, C, D, E flat. Just like you did with the other thing. You playing a certain thing over every note in that diatonic scale, okay? So a lot of people like to call it superimposing. You putting the E flat major over the C minor, and then you putting some with the E flat major, okay? And like I said, I don't use it a lot. But I want to be able to do that just because I want to solo a little longer, move my ideas a little longer, okay? So, this how that sounds. Real out. Now that's way out there, okay? I can't hear it, but what happens is you got a choice. You can learn a bunch of patterns, and then the next guy standing next to you waiting in line to solo, or the next guy that puts a record out, or the next guy that comes to this school that you go to learns those same patterns, and you end up meeting, you go, dang, we all playing the same patterns. You can even, and you can decide if you want to sound like everybody else, okay, sound like a robot. But even yet and still, you can implement your patterns over my system. You can take those patterns and say, hey, we're finna take this thing to another, I'm gonna use these patterns to take this thing on out there, right? So do it like you want to do it. But with my system, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to just get different tonalities and allow myself to improvise over what's already there. You see what I'm saying? Without just playing, right, shaking my head and doing it. All right, that's cool. That's got its place. To move that even further, these are a couple of things you can do to take it on out there. You want to figure out what's going on. That's one of the things. And likewise, over the E flat major scale. Okay? Tension is between 3 and 4 and 7 and 8. So you're playing minor pentatonic. Right, so G is the 3. Going up to the A flat minor pentatonic. So all I'm doing is I'm just weaving in between G minor pentatonic and A flat minor pentatonic, inverting at will. 2 beats a piece, a beat a piece, you know, maybe 4 bars a piece. I'm just making sure I'm staying within that framework because those are the colors that I'm trying to present, okay? Likewise, what I showed you with the F sharp, going up a tritone, playing the triads, right? You can mix these two together over C minor. And once you start to mix these, you are just moving into another framework of sound, note choices, and you really getting into like getting the color and just throwing it on the paint, okay? You just really able, or you just able to just hold that one note and know that function and just move it slightly up or slightly down and then know where you're gonna go, because a lot of times we get out there but we don't know how to come back in. I guarantee you 90% of the people I meet that I talk to, they go, man, I can get out there but I don't know how to come back. And the way you come back is know where you're going in the first place. Okay? You got to have some kind of framework. So it's not about you proving to the people on stage that you're playing out. It's about doing something that you like, strengthening the sound of your ears, taking your ears to the next level. Those, and I'm going to use those two concepts. So I'm going to play the F sharp major, okay, and the triads from that. And then I'm going to play the E flat major and the minor pentatonics from that, all over C minor. So we're going from F sharp major, playing triads, and we're going from E flat major, playing minor pentatonics, okay? Hope you caught all that. It's not the simplest thing in the world, but it's not as complex as it sounds, okay? So let's just solo a little bit with that, okay? All right, this is what key in C minor. Right. So I'm no piano player, but you can kind of see how, whatever your facility is, you can move with it. So if you're a real piano player, you can just go all over the place. So those are two things. That's a good way to use those diatonic systems. You can use it over funk. You can use it over modal jazz. All that stuff. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is another kind of, this is a very controversial system that I'm about to do. It's the newest of things that I've come up with, and I definitely have not used it in a real playing situation. But I feel like it works. And it's part of the reason I made this video, because I actually forgot it last week, and I was like, man, I forgot that stuff I was trying to remember. I was showing somebody. So it made me realize, hey, I need to record some of this stuff. So this system is like I said, is very loose. It's not exact, and it has its flaws.